East Texas Gyce with load tractor and equipment coming to you for your tune-up Tuesday. As you can tell, we're not in a dealership setting today. This time in the fall, a lot of us who have had springtime calves, we're getting ready to either sell our calves or we're getting ready to wean those calves to hold them over through the winter or produce some replacement heifers. And when we're holding those calves over for replacements, I'm guilty of focusing on those calves, those heifers, to make sure that they're getting the care they need, when actually those cows that we just pulled the calves off of, they need some good care too. So today I've got Jamie Sugg with us here. He's with our Rusk County AgriLife Extension Agency. He's going to give us a couple of tips on how we need to show some focus and show some love to those cows that we've weaned the calves off of. So Jamie, appreciate you being here with us today. If you could, give us a couple of tips, a couple of things that we can do for these cows to kind of get them back on their feet after they've had a long time supporting these babies and growing these babies, and we're trying to get them back on their feet before winter time hits. So what's a couple of things we can do?
Well, the first thing you can do is you can study up on body condition scores. That tells you a lot about where your cows are as far as are they over conditioned, are they under conditioned, are they going into winter just right? But study up on those. You know, there's all kinds of resources where you can get that information. But basically, if you're just trying to maintain a dry cow, as long as she has unlimited or free choice, either hay or dormant grass, some kind of roughage like that, then 2 to 3 pounds of supplement will maintain her. So if you find that maybe she needs a little bit more condition going into winter, you might want to up that to 5 or 6 pounds of supplement per head per day. That being said, if you're going from not supplementing anything to 5 or 6 pounds, you want to start off at about 2 pounds and work your way up. That way you don't get some digestive issues.
Well, I know for me, I've found it's a lot easier to try to get that cow where she needs to be before winter hits than trying to pour it to her through the winter. If I'm going to do that, I might as well just hand you my checkbook, keys to my house, my truck, because it's going to take it all to get those cows where they need to be. So it's really a crucial window to try to get them back on their feet before winter time hits. And really, if we're on a set calving period, it's not too long before they're calving again.
Yeah.
So other than that, is there anything else we can do mineral-wise or anything to focus on these cows to make sure that we're giving them the head start that they need?
You know, as long as they've got a free choice, mineral, and we can get into brands and all that stuff, which we're not going to, but as long as they've got a mineral at their disposal, they'll only take what they need. And so if they don't need it, they won't take it. But it's important to have it out there. And they're just like us. The way to put weight on them is to feed them more calories than they're going to use. And it's a whole lot easier to do that when the temperatures are mild like they are now, as opposed to when it gets down to 30 degrees this winter and you're trying to keep their body heat up and put weight on them. So you're right, now's the time to get them where they need to be going into winter.
So one step that I try to make sure of before I start the feeding process, and you can tell me if I need to do something different, but I feel like it's crucial. We always try to worm our cattle sometime this time of year.
Yeah.
These cows are coming depending on the grass and what the quality's been. That they need to get them wormed. That way they can hold on to much of that nutrition as possible.
Yeah, and the best defense against parasites is to keep the grass, like we've got it here. The closer they are grazing to the ground, the more likely they are to pick up worms. And we get a whole lot of parasite resistance whenever we overworm. So one thing that we've kind of started preaching is take some fecal samples to the vet and let them go through there. And if there's no parasite sign, whether it's eggs or worms themselves, then you can keep that money and stick in your pocket and not worm at all. So that's it's a little bit more work to do that, but take in some fecal samples to your vet and let him tell you whether you need a vet to worm.
Point taken. Well, you've got it. This time of year, like I said, we're focused on these calves and stuff, but we need to give these mamas some love too. Make sure that they're getting the attention they need so they can get back on their feet. Hey, if this tip was helpful for you today, like us on Facebook, share us with your friends. We appreciate you watching today. Hope you had a good week. Have a great week. Jamie, thank you for being with us. See you next time.